Hi everybody, welcome to Bead with me. I'm your host Kay of Stars Beads. I am bringing you fun techniques, different products, maybe thinking about doing some interviews, some guest instructions. Always a surprise, doing some sample sales. In fact, I have a few surprises and some updates for Stars Beads for you today. So we are not going to have any workshops for April. That's pretty obvious. So we can't have any in-person ones, but what we thought we'd try to do is get a chance to shake things up and do things online, right? So we had to cancel Q's classes. I'm sorry, let me not say cancel. We postponed her classes to May, so her classes are going to be off for Memorial Day weekend, which is great. So if you thought you had missed it this month, you get another shot next month, okay? So hopefully all of this will blow over. We have some other ideas in mind in case that's not also going to be possible. So we are thinking ahead. Otherwise, I also am excited because I thought we would do probably an online trunk show. So I know that artisans are unable to really sell online. We're used to having trunk shows here in the store kind of on a monthly basis where we bring you different product lines, highlight things where we can't always carry the full array, all the color sets, all the shapes, all at one time, all the time. So what I want to do is bring a show to you guys online. We are going to do Tanessa McLean. She is a lampwork artist. We did an interview with her last year, but I'll see about finding that video and I can post that up so you can get a little taste of her things and get you excited to maybe show you her beads, what she's working on, because shows aren't available, her things are not really available online, and that way we get some exposure to some new things. Because, you know, I just got somebody asking me, hey Kay, can you just make me a bead box? I have a ton of beads, but I'm just tired of the things that I'm working with. So I trust your judgment. Throw me a box together and send it to me. And so I can do that too. You know, I probably know your taste, but I'm always more than happy to do that for you. It's great to see you, Inga. Hi. Thanks for joining me. So I was just doing some announcements for Stars Beads and talking about Q. So she's not going to be coming here in April. She's been moved to May. However, if you go over to her site on Q Talk, she is doing some, I think, daily feeds as well, similar to what I'm doing in the metal world, okay? So those are kind of some things that we can look forward to. Today, what I wanted to talk about was, hey Chiquita, how's it going? Was going over some more ways to use our wire working techniques, okay? So we kind of did a wire loop, we did a wire wrap, but sometimes want to just go quick, simple, and kind of messy. So I'm going to show you guys a little cheater wrap so that you can get effects very similar to here. Okay, so sometimes you want that kind of real bunched up look. So let me switch this camera around. Okay, so these are using what we call ball pins. Okay, those are like a head pin. Okay, like a head pin. But they have a little ball on the bottom. Let's see. Just pull some off the wall here. Okay, I like the look. Kind of adds a nice touch. So I'm going to show you how we get this look today. I was thinking about making a set of earrings, but I was walking around the store and you know me, and this guy totally caught my eye. So I think I'm going to do a window catcher today. Okay? And I was also walking around because a lot of you guys that I've been video chatting with really like sparkle as much as I do. So I'm gonna go with things that kind of catch the light. So I'm gonna switch this camera around so you can start seeing what we're working with here today. Beautiful crystal. I think I'm gonna throw that into the mix here. And this is kind of the look that we're gonna be going for today. So I'm gonna start off with crystal strand, and I think that using gunmetal is gonna be nice. I'm gonna use a round nose plier today. One of these hairpins. Let's cut our strand open. I'm going to do this one. So this is another way to kind of do a little wire loop. So I'm going to string on one crystal. And I have my round nose handy, but you could also so I'm just kind of whipping it around, and then I'm going to cut. So the idea is we're just making a bunch of loops here. I just pressed it down because I don't want that loop sticking up. Glad you made it, Kristen. We're in the midst of making something that has this effect on top. I'm going to put this beautiful crystal on the bottom here. Another helpful tool there's a couple other good tools that you can use that can help you with these little loops. I don't know if these are going to make it quite as tiny as I would like, but I was just, oh, here. I'll at least use my finer tip here. And I'm going to do, let's say 10 of these. Let's see, maybe take a dowel and wrap it around. Okay, that's a quick way to make a loop too. In this case though, I kind of want to make the loop all smaller. So we're going to use the tiny round nose plier. So just hold it to start and come back around. Okay, that makes sure it's closed. The reason we're doubling it up is the benefits like using a split ring. So a split ring is like your keychain ring that we hold our keys on. Okay. So we're making a bunch of these. So I just took a package of these ball pins and doing a bunch of these little wraps here. And I'm so glad more of you guys are able to make it with me this afternoon. I'm getting more familiar with Zoom, so I'd like to know when good times would be for you guys to have a little bead session, a bead night, or a bead design day. Maybe I can hang out with you guys and everybody can show me what they're working on, or each other, and get to meet other beaders. Okay, and the beauty is these don't have to be super beautiful, but perfectionist that way here. Almost wire looping is just as fast for me, but some people find their groove differently. So that's why we show different techniques, because you never know what works for you. But that is pretty fast. Because in the end, I'm not going to see too much of this wire once we get it going. Yeah, so for those that are new to video chatting too, Zoom is a great thing to use, but we're also using for your shopping experience, you guys, I'm using Facebook and Instagram. So either one of those are very easy to use tools I have found, and people have really enjoyed that experience. So I know that even though you guys can't be here in person, sometimes, Kristen, you can pop in at least to get your little bead group fix, and then pop out. You can be in your PJs, you can be making lunch for the family. So if we could take a poll, guys, when would a little good beading session time? Would you like to do, I was thinking, do you want to try, instead of a bead with me, you can literally bead with me. If you have the color number, Kristen, I can look it up. Just send me a message, and that way then I can not lose it in this feed here. So I'm thinking, how about tomorrow, you guys? Since it seems like we were able to get a bunch of you guys, I could do a Bead with Us room, and we could get together tomorrow at 2 p.m. and sit and chat. What do you guys think about that? I'll put up a poll to get an idea, because I'd like to think maybe even past all of this coronavirus stuff, that perhaps this is something that we could still continue, because I know that there's a lot of us far and wide wanting star beads to be a little bit more accessible, and so this will allow a further reach for everyone, okay? Let's see. All right, so I've got a bunch of these little loops, okay? Oh, I got one more. I'll do another black one here. I feel like I have them all even. Yeah, I would like you to do an online class. I was actually going to give you a call about that. Alright, we're on our last one. So maybe after this we can use a video chat. You can practice it out. Alright. Okay, we got a bunch of those. I got a strand here. Now, how are we going to design this thing? I was just thinking a little bunch like this. These rondelles are, I would say, a 6 by 8 millimeter. These particular rondelles I'm using. Now I'm going to get some flex wire. Let's see, we'll get a crimp here. The crimp on. Putting it right through this big old crystal. Okay, I want to have a little bit of swing on this. Taking the crimping tool. I feel it's kind of sit in that notch, and sometimes what I do is I'll get it in that groove, and you can see it sliding all over the place. So what I'll do is I'll get it into that groove and then kind of slide it in place. Okay. And then do that first squeeze. See how it crushed that. Like a little heart shape. Okay, and then we're gonna bend so that's like to do that third extra. Okay, so now we have that nice crimp. I'm giving myself a lot of wire because I kind of don't know how long I want to make this quite yet. But what we're gonna do is, it's when we do a little stack like this, it's best to have a stopper bead. So in this case, I'm gonna just put one of these crystals at the bottom and see how that looks. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just stringing all these crystals we just wrapped. And we'll see what that looks like. Okay, so if we look at them all spread out, they kind of look like this. Okay, and when we let them all down here to the bottom, which I have a little wire, we get this nice little bunchy look here. Okay, and when we push really tight, you'll see what that looks like. Okay, so the question is, do I want a longer bit of those? Maybe one more group of them? Or what I can do is, I think, I'll show you how we end it. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to keep on stringing. Think of this as kind of like a necklace. So I am stringing these loose beads that have fallen off. But remember yesterday I was showing you guys a little technique of holding several of them. These are a bit bigger. You're sliding them off though still and wiggling them through so that you can maybe get a couple at a time. Make it a little faster. Even big beads. I think these are going to catch the light really well. Thanks for sending me pictures yesterday. There were some gorgeous photos of some of the places you guys are disappearing to during this hideout time. For some of us, it isn't a whole lot different. The life of being able to work from home. Or getting to travel. Alright, so I've got this crystal on the bottom. Got these crystals going right up the top. I'm going to put a crimp on. And we are not going to crimp it to anything right now. We're just going to make a nice loop on the top to be able to hang it, because it's going to just be a window catcher. And I'm sliding some tail through there for a little added security. Make sure this is tightened up, because remember, if we want that to flare out like that, then it's got to be good tension pushing down on there, okay? So you can decide on how big of a loop you want here. Like I got a little extra slack in there, but that first crush was so good, so that's okay. I'll show you another little trick too for that sometime. All right. So here we did a crimp. I'm going to cut this excess wire out that I did not need. And we have ourselves a dream catcher. Let's switch that around, you guys, and hold that up. What do we think? Is it hard to see it with that color? Let's see. Because you know how I like crystal. How about I put it up against this wall of teal. Now, can we see that? There we go. Okay, so you guys see how that sticks out like that? So we just strung them on there after we wire wrapped a bunch of them. Thank you for joining me here today on Bead with me, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 2 p.m. And I will do maybe a quick little feed for Bead with me, and then maybe I will open up a Zoom room and you guys can join me. So we'll do a Bead with us room, and maybe I'll do a combination of both of them so we can see how it works. So that way then I will do a project live with you guys and have my Zoom room going with me, and everyone can chat. Okay, we look forward to it. Have a great day. If you would like to see any of our other Facebook feeds, then you can see them in our video library, but now you can check us out on YouTube, so don't forget to subscribe to us there. Otherwise, reach out to us on social media, share us, like us. We appreciate hearing from you guys, and it's great to see so many of you guys joining me here today, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you.